Yes. Thank, thank you. Quick reminder about cell phones and the rule that you cannot have any video going on your phones or tablets. Thank you very much in advance. These sessions are 12 minutes long. We'll have an opening statement from the coach and then questions for anyone on the dais. Xavier goes on to play the winner of Florida State and Missouri, our final game tonight. That'll be Sunday's second game. Time to be announced. Following Cincinnati, Nevada. As advertised, the Musketeers are right here with us. J.P. McCura, Trayvon Blewett represent the student body. Head coach Chris Mack is ready to give a statement on the game, and then we'll go to questions for all three gentlemen on the dais. Chris, please.
Well, anytime you can advance in the NCAA tournament, you consider yourself fortunate. You know, the game was maybe one of the choppiest ones I thought that we played all year. You know, Texas Southern's kids never quit, but we had a couple issues with fouls, specifically with our point guards. It sort of hampered us and made us a little bit nervous in terms of like how we were going to finish the game. So we played way more zone than we were used to, than we wanted to. And then, you know, you compound that with Najee Marshall going out with his back. You know, we had a thin deck. And so, fortunately, the scores table corrected the error. We knew that was Quentin's fourth. But it wasn't aesthetically pleasing by any means, but we will play on Sunday.
First question's right here.
Pat Brennan, Cincinnati Enquirer. Chris, Trey and JP looked like the Trey and JP of last March. How good was it to see them get in a rhythm early in this game?
It was great. You know, they're seniors. They've been in this moment before. You know, we've talked a lot about experience mattering, and I thought those guys, you know, did a really good job of getting us off to a great start. You know, it's something I've grown accustomed to, you know, having coached them for 4 years.
Yeah, Coach, I think you just said this was one of the choppiest games that you've played over the entire season. But I guess maybe some big picture positive takeaways that you can take away from your first game at the tournament here.
Well, you know, you go into a game and it's the first time in the history of our program that we're a 1 seed, and everybody asks us about the pressure. And, you know, I tried to be really honest and say I didn't feel, and you can ask these guys, I didn't feel any different. But when you get asked that question 1,000 times over a 48-hour period, maybe you're supposed to. So I was just glad that came out with great energy. They made a heck of a run. And then our guys responded. I wish that at the end of the first half we'd have closed a little bit better, because then I have a feeling the second half might have played out differently. But, you know, a year ago we played a tough first half against Maryland, rebounded in the second half, and then I thought we really got going from there on out. So hopefully we learn from this game. Some of the mistakes we made, we correct. And some of the guys that maybe didn't play as well play better with another opportunity on Sunday.
Jeff Warner with WCPO.com. You guys had talked about your desire to put 2 full halves together. Aside from that, the run that they had in the first half, do you feel like you did that tonight?
The question is for who?
For Chris, for Coach Mack.
Again, I give Texas Southern credit. They made the game really choppy. And then going over to the monitor and trying to get the foul situated, it just became, you know, one of the longest games I feel like I've ever been a part of. I looked up and there were 12 and a half minutes left to go in the game. But I give our guys credit to being able to stay with it. We played a defense that I think we've probably played maybe 3 minutes in the last 15 games or so because of foul trouble. And it wasn't perfect by any means, but you know, again, we did the job well enough to advance on Sunday. And, you know, I thought offensively played pretty well. could have made a few better decisions. But, you know, we're going to have to play better, and we recognize that on Sunday against either Florida State or Missouri.
Since Chris already kind of addressed this for JP and Trey, how do you view this as a tune-up for a game against a so-called Power 5, a team from a so-called Power 5 conference? What are your big takeaways from tonight?
JP first, please.
I mean, I would just say taking care of the ball. I feel like we came out and we were loose with the ball, and that affected them in transition. And I feel like if we can start to take care of the ball better, it'll help us.
Yeah, I mean, just that's exactly what JP said. I think us just taking care of the ball, focusing, and on the little things. I think that's something that that could be tuned up, but I think that was something that we needed to work on a little bit this game.
Mitch Davis from the Grueling Truth. JP and Trayvon, talk about the fan support. You guys as fans were in it all game. Talk about the fan support and how that carried y'all on to the victory.
Trayvon, you're first this time.
Having the fans there is good for us. It shows, the atmosphere, kind of favored us in that game. And, we kind of looked at it, as a home game, I suppose. But, it's always good when you have a lot of fans that travel and come and support you. It makes you feel a lot more comfortable when you're on the court, and rather than feel like you're playing at a neutral site.
Hopefully a lot more show up on Sunday from Xavier Nation.
JP, about the fans?
I would just say it felt amazing that they all came out to support us. They've been supporting us all year, and hopefully they continue to.
Chris, this is kind of the second year in a row you've had a major role player in the form of a graduate transfer. I'm talking about Karam. He obviously had an incredibly efficient night tonight. How rewarding is that to see these guys come into the program? And, Malcolm played a big role in last year's surge in March, and Karam's obviously put a mark on tonight's game. How rewarding is that to see these guys come onto this stage in your program and do the things that they've done?
Yeah, it's extremely rewarding. Obviously, I love watching guys like JP and Trey develop throughout their 4 years and become, better men and better players and leaders. But when you get a guy like Karam, it's a very short recruitment. It might be 3-4 weeks long, and you sell a lot. And I didn't feel like we sold anything that wasn't true. We talked about our NCAA tournament tradition. We talked about trying to challenge for a Big East title, and to see it come to fruition. For a guy like Karam, who quite honestly, no disrespect to where he came from, but they hadn't, had much success in the NCAA tournament in the postseason. And that's what he signed up for, and to see him have that opportunity on this stage is very, very gratifying.
Yeah, Coach, you had talked about how you thought the defense improved, I guess, toward the end of the season. I know in this game you sort of had to change what you did a little bit because of foul trouble, but overall, what do you think that you did particularly well defensively or particularly not well?
Well, we have to do a better job, no matter if we play man or zone, of not fouling, especially more on offense. I know we're going to offensive rebound. I get that. But, we put them at the foul line maybe 2 or 3 times when it was our ball, and they didn't have to earn the possession. We've got to be a little bit smarter with that. Right, Jay? Defensively, though, for them to shoot 40%, they have a lot of very talented one-on-one players. DeMontre Jefferson, as I said before we played the game, is a blur. And I thought we did a pretty good job. We blocked several of his shots around the basket. We had a lot of those guys in foul trouble. And, again, he's a special player, and they got some good one-on-one players.
We have 4 minutes left in this session. Next question is right here.
Chris, probably too early, but do you have an idea of with Najee, is it something to be concerned about for Sunday, or is it?
Well, I'm concerned, but I'm also hopeful. And outside of that, I haven't really gotten a definitive answer from Dave Fluker, and he probably won't know. It felt like his back locked up. It's muscular. He dealt with it in the earlier part of the year. And so hopefully, he can get it loose over the next couple of days and be ready to go on Sunday.
Got one back center. Thank you very much.
Hey, JP, do you see any similarities between yourself and DeMontre? You guys both play with a lot of passion.
A little bit. I would just say we're both competitive.
Right back up here. Thank you.
Chris, is this kind of one of those nights where you're going to be running on adrenaline? You'll have guys here at there, watching Missouri and Florida State. Is this kind of that time of year for the staff where you guys are just running on fumes, getting ready for the next game?
I wouldn't say fumes. I mean, we're excited. It's our job to make sure these guys have all the ammunition and all the intelligence that we can give them over the next 48 hours. We're going to play a really good team. And, it's our job as a coaching staff, no matter how many hours we stay up, to get them as well prepared as we can. That's what we're aiming to do.
JP, you talk a lot on the court. Sometimes you're smiling and chatting. Other times you're more intense. In tonight's game, what are things that you talk about with the other players, or what do you say to them?
Honestly, I kind of forgot. Maybe I'll say nice move, nice pass, or something like that.
Hopefully he says nice move a little less.
Anything else for the gentleman of Xavier? All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. See you Sunday. Thank you. Good job. Good job tonight. Mike, you're right there. Thank you. Tigers from Texas Southern are with us. Head coach Mike Davis is accompanied by Dante Clark, DeMontre Jefferson, and Trayvon Reed. We're going to have the head coach make a statement on the game, and then we'll go to questions for all four gentlemen from Texas Southern. Mike, please.
First of all, I thank God for this opportunity to be the head coach at Texas Southern. This is where I'm supposed to be as a coach. I'm proud of my team. We made a great run, winning 8 straight games this season. Xavier is a really good team. They're #1 seed. You got to take your hat off to those guys. They made some shots, but my team fought all the way through. The effort they gave tonight in that game against this team was one that I'm proud of, and it's something for us to build on. There's a lot of great things that are going to happen for Texas Southern in the next couple of years, and we're going to put together a team that going to beat whatever seed it is that we have to play. That's our goal all summer long, starting from this point on. We're going to play, we're going to work, we're going to focus with the effort that we gave tonight. That's what you build on right there. The effort that they gave tonight is what you build in the off season every single day. So we look forward to being here next year, and we look forward to doing something special at Texas Southern.
First question's right here. Thank you.
This question is for either player. Talk about the ups and downs in the games where you took a run early in the first half and what happened in the second half.
Dante, you're first, and then Trayvon, please.
The game, I feel like the game is about runs, so I feel like each team is definitely going to make a run between the game with 40 minutes of the game. So they just made a run. We made a run. We were just going back and forth. They just sustained the run a little bit longer than we did.
Just to piggyback off what he said, like every game you're going to have your ups and downs. We started off, we was ready, plenty energy. And towards the end, we kind of backed off a little bit on our energy. But throughout the whole game, I feel like we fought.
This is for Mike and all the players. What did they do to disrupt you guys, to make it difficult for you guys tonight?
We're going to start with DeMontre, please, then Trayvon, then Dante, and finish with the coach.
I think they tried to. Disrupt us and make us play from the outside, knowing we attacking team and an up-tempo team. And I don't think they had any plans on trying to stop us. I think like we scored 80 points, so I think they just I think their intentions was to come in this game and just play their game, and I think they thought they was gonna get the results that they got, which was the win. But like I said, I don't think that team doubted us coming into this game, not with as much fire as we came into this game, knowing that we got the big win against North Carolina Central.
I'll just say it came out hitting shots, some shots I didn't expect them to make. It was just hot, throughout the whole game. And I would say they disrupt us probably on the defensive end, probably by just crashing the boards, just getting after it a little better than us. That's all I can say, but they was on fire tonight.
Yeah, I say the same thing. I just felt like they just got off to a quick start, and we probably just started off a little bit slower than we wanted to.
Mike, on a disruption?
Well, they're number one seed, and when you're number one seed, there's not a time, and we learned this throughout our non-conference. Like I said last night, you can't have a 2 or 3 minute spurt where you're not really playing at that level, because it only takes 2 or 3 minutes for them to make a run. I think the score may have been tied up. We up 2, they're going to run on us. Then we come back and they go up again. And so for a team that's a 1 seed, they don't give those away. And for a team that's a 1 seed, you got to have 40 minutes. And we talked about it being at a 9 out of 10 with your effort, with your concentration, with your chemistry, because that team is going to play the same way throughout the game.
Coach Davis, you got some big shots from Robert Lewis. How did you feel about his play coming off the bench tonight?
Well, Robert got hurt before the BYU game, so his rhythm's been off. We just got him back, I think, for the last 4 games. But he made some good shots. Like I said before, we're going to build on this. We're going to build on this. I think the night showed us we played harder tonight than we played in any of our non-conference games tonight. But the only way you can sustain that and do something special, and I always say March is a month of miracles, but it also starts in the off season. And if we can build on this with the same focus and same concentration, if we can train our mind to give the effort in the weight room, give the effort when we run the sprints, when the season is 4 or 5 months away, we can train our brain to work at that level and make sure we earn it every day, then we can do something special. I'm so happy to be a part of Texas Southern. I'm proud to be the coach here, and I always say anything that can be done in college basketball can be done right here from Texas Southern. Now we have to build on this, and we can't not remember how hard and how tough we played tonight when we working out in the off season.
5 minutes to go. Questions in the back.
Christian Crittenden from the Signal. Coach, in the second half, it seemed like there was an exchange for you giving a technical foul, and you were had an exchange with someone at the scores table. Can you talk a little bit about that?
It's emotional, and I like to say that when it's emotional, I get emotional, but the technical foul wasn't on me. It was on our bench. So, the referees that we had tonight, though all those are good guys. When you call in the tournament, you're a good official, and they'll go back and they'll watch the film like we'll watch the film. And, one of my best friends always said that you have to give a referee 4 missed calls a game. And that's a great game he called. When you miss 4, that's a great game that they call. And so, I'm trying to get my guys fired up and push them. And it was nothing personal with the officials. I respect all those guys, and I think they'll move on to the next round. But, it's very difficult when the emotion is going high. And then once everything settled down, you know, I apologized to him, and he talked to me, and we're good. We're very good.
For Mike and Demontre, can you guys describe the growth of this team from the game against North Carolina in the tournament last year to this year's experience?
Demontre first, please.
I think this team this year been through more. We knew it was a fight. Our non-conference kind of gave us an edge to go into conference, and then finishing sixth in conference gave us another edge to go into the conference tournament. Then winning the conference tournament gave us another edge to make history the other night, and make history gave us our confidence and our passion to come into this game and think we was capable of pulling off a win. So I would say the difference between this team and last year's team that was the mindset and the adversity we faced, knowing that we had the toughest schedule and going on 13 and coming out on top in our conference. I could say that my team, we built and we learned from all those lessons from non-conference, and not, like Coach said, from this point on, we're going to build, and we're going to get better, and we want the new guys we got coming in. I'm gonna do my best to get them locked in early and not late, and so we can get here next year and we can do the same thing, if not better.
Is it on? Okay. This is for the coach and the players. Are there any administrators, people in the city of Houston, fans, the band, anybody that you'd like to give a shout out to for supporting you this season specifically?
I'll answer that. We have great fans, and the expectations for us is to win the conference every year and win the conference tournament. That's the expectations for us. I'm proud of our fans. They support our guys. No matter what. I mean, if you're 0-13, you shouldn't have anybody at the games when you start your conference. But they are there. They're cheering us on. There's never any negative. We have a great. You see our band. You know, I think our band get more spotlight than anyone on our campus. You know, it's 9 or 10 o'clock at night, and they're out there practicing, and you can hear them walking up down the campus, playing all over the campus, and they put on a great show for us. You know, my AD, Charles McClellan, I thank him for giving me an opportunity. You know, there's a lot of ADs around the country. When they choose a coach, they choose a coach to lead their program and make their program proud. And for him to give me this opportunity to coach these guys, and we have a special group. I mean, we have a special group. And once they realize how special they are and how hard it is and how hard they have to work, because right now I think we're happy with getting to the tournament. You know, we didn't celebrate winning the conference championship in the tournament. We didn't celebrate the other night when we won against North Carolina Central. And what I want to change is the off season. I want us to just fight if you see this fight tonight that we had in us in certain moments of the game, and what they don't understand, and I try to get them to understand this, if you can fight, if you can say this, if you can say that you are doing something that nobody else is doing, if you can say, people have to know you for your unbelievable work ethic, and right now we're not known for that. And once they know us and recognize us for our unbelievable work ethic, then what you'll see tonight, you'll see a win. And I'm telling you, I'm proud of this effort. We were down on loose balls. We never quit. So now, when it's 4 months, 5 months away from your first game, let's practice like that. I mean, let's band together. Let's get each other up, and 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, we should be in our gym. We should be working because that's what Gonzaga did. I mean, Gonzaga has put together a program where basketball is first. You know, 1 o'clock in the morning, they're not out. They in the gym, they're working, and we need our guys to shoot 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 shots a day. We need our guys to because I'm telling you, we can do something special. That's why I'm here. I'm here to do something special. I know why I'm here. And so until we do it, I mean, I'm not going to be satisfied with the results, but I am satisfied and proud of the effort that our guys gave tonight.
Thank you, gentlemen. Best of luck. Thank you. Okay, good job. I'll get him. I got to get him all anyway. Yeah.